Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to Robert's Sports Show. I'm your host, Robert. Alright, GCW Blood on the Hills 2 from the Ukrainian Culture Center there in Los Angeles, the home of the 2023 Collective. Alright, great show. We had two terrific matches, two matches of the year candidates. We started out with a match of the year candidate for the JCW Jersey Championship Wrestling Championship. Champion Jordan Oliver going up against Jordan Cruz. So it was Jordan versus Jordan. This match actually was way better than I thought it was going to be. I've seen Jordan Cruz a few times, but I know how great Jordan Oliver is. There was a point in time I actually thought they were going to pull the trigger and put the title on Jordan Cruz because it was that close. It was that good overall. The match ended up giving it 3 3/4. Jordan Oliver getting the victory there. So I definitely, again, one of the matches of the night. There's two matches that I felt were the co-match of the nights. Next up, we had kind of a fill-in match, kind of a time killer match. It was less than 4 minutes. We had Little Cholo versus Bobby Flaco. There was no Bobby Jr. sighting. If you know who Bobby Flaco is, you know on Beyond Wrestling and Wrestling Open, he comes out with a stuffed animal. I think it's a goat, and it's Bobby Jr. And there was no Bobby Jr. sighting. I kind of miss Bobby Jr. being there. I think if Bobby Jr. was there, it would have helped Bobby Flaco at least last a little longer versus Little Cholo. I mean, I don't want it, but last a little longer. Little Cholo getting a victory, like I said, in less than 4 minutes. I ended up giving it a 2-star. It was an okay match. It just didn't have a lot of time to it. Next up, we had the GCW World Tag Titles on the line. We had newly crowned champion over the weekend, Los Macizos, Ciclope, and Miedo Extremo, going up against Violence is Forever, Dominic, Garrini, and Kevin Koo. Kevin Koo and Dominic Garrini is one big mean tag team. Violence in their name, of course, they are violent. They took it to Los Macizos from before the bell rang, and for the entire 8 minutes of this match, I wish it would have gone farther. I think if it would have gone 10-15 minutes and got a little bit more violent, it would have been a hell of a match. But as it was, Los Macizos was able to retain the tag titles. I ended up giving it 2 3/4 star. Next up, we had Thrussy, Alec, Katch, Dark Sheik, and Effy going up against the Gahbage Daddies, Alec Price, Brody Young, Prodigy, and Cole Radrick, the Ratty Daddy. Alec Price, the East Coast Ace. Can't wait to see how many shows this dude is going to be on when it comes to the Collective 2024. Him and Jordan Oliver, two of the best wrestlers of that size. I would say kind of a really young Will Ospreay type is how I would classify Jordan Oliver and Alec Price. But Gahbage Daddies, they're from the Northeast. Can't wait for this. Brody Young Prodigy, I think he's 16 years old, 16 or 17. So yeah, he's got a huge future in this business. This was kind of a lot more Thrussy, a lot more hardcore than it was the high flying for the Alec Prices of the world. But Thrussy getting the victory. Alec, Katch, Dark Sheik, and Effy, and I'm giving it 3-star. Next up, we had a tale of two styles. We had the Lucha Libre Cartwheel style of Jack Cartwheel versus Tony Deppen, kind of the catch-as-catch-can, in your face kind of punch in the nose and turn around and slap you for it kind of deal with Tony Deppen. Match was pretty decent. Jack Cartwheel ended up getting the victory. I give it 3 1/4. Again, it was 15 minutes long. I wish they would give 15 minutes to the tag match. That would have been a little bit better. But it was okay. Just nothing special. It wasn't special to me. It was just kind of, oh, okay, this is a match. Good match. 3 1/4. I'm good with it. Next up, we had Sawyer taking on Jimmy Lloyd. Jimmy Lloyd, we know how he's a different boy. Of course he is. Again, one of those matches that was just there for me. Sawyer getting a victory and then give it 2 3/4. Next up, this was kind of a gimmicky match. We had a GCW World Champion on the line. We had champion Blake Christian going up against Paul London. Yes, that Paul London, formerly of WWE. Who was his partner back in the day? Oh, let's see. It's been so long since he was there. Here we go. I guess he was singles guys most of the run. I thought he was a tag guy at one point. Oh, yeah, Brian Kendrick. That's right. Him and Brian Kendrick used to team together. Wow, totally forgot. It's been so long. He came out in this kind of, I don't even know how to describe it, futuristic astronaut. I don't even know. And it was just, the gimmick didn't get over for me a lot. And Blake Christian, I don't know. I think Blake Christian's great. You know, he's one of my faves, but it's like his heel persona is kind of not coming off. It's almost like he needs a heel manager. He's just coming off as cocky. I don't know if it's time to get the title off of him and kind of change it up a little bit, but it's just kind of stale a little bit, I guess. I don't know. This match did do a lot for me. I ended up giving it 3 1/4. Blake Christian getting the victory. Next up, we had Santana Jackson at JTG. Yeah, Santana Jackson. I can't get into the character. Basically, trying to be Michael Jackson, but he's a wrestler. It's just, yes, the character. I just don't get off of that character. I don't know why. JTG, dude is jacked. He got into really good shape here 3 or 4 years ago. I think it was 2 or 3 years ago at least, around COVID time. He's been in a lot of different companies here recently. Where have we seen him wrestling here recently? It's just crazy that he got in better shape now than he was back in his day when he was doing the WWE run. House of Glory, seen him in NWA last year, BXW. Let's see here, some GCW stuff. This is DPW. I've heard of it, but I don't remember what it is. Yeah, so we've kind of seen it. It was mostly NWA. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, I mean, Jack, good talented wrestler. He ended up winning this match 2.5 with Santana Jackson getting the victory. And then we come to the main event, the Lucha Libre Tag Match. Arez, Gringo, Loco going up against Aramis and Horus. Horus is one of my favorite Lucha Libre wrestlers. So is Gringo Loco now. But this match did not disappoint. We had, of course, the Lucha Libre high flying, the spots, the 450s, and all that good stuff. You know, all these crazy top rope stuff these guys can do. But we had a little death match to it. We had the doors, we had chairs, we had door tables, we had people going through tables, coming off the top rope. I'm like, dude, God, this match was awesome. 25 minutes is just, ta-da! And I mean, only GCW can do it that way. Only GCW can do it that way. 3 3/4 star, that close to 4-star. Arez and Gringo Loco getting the victory. Absolutely loved it. Again, one of the matches of the night. Opening match, 3 3/4, Jordan Oliver, Jordan Cruz. Can't wait to see more Jordan Cruz. Come on, Brett Lauderdale. Jordan Cruz more. This Lucha Libre match, 3 3/4, pretty close to 4-star. Gringo Loco, so freaking awesome in the ring. That dude can do a little bit of everything. But I know Brett Lauderdale had put on X about 4 shows in 6 days or whatever it was. All the different continents, everything they've done here recently. But guess what? Every single one of those shows have been reviewed right here on Herbert Sports Show. Every show of 2023. So definitely check that out and cannot wait for the rest of the year. So many more shows coming up this year. Right now, it looks like the next show for GCW in 2023 is a couple weeks away. November 3rd, GCW Pleased Buddy. And then November 4th, GCW Sawyer No, and then there's one on November 17th, November 24th, December 2nd and 3rd. I know it's not on this list, but there is a show on the 30th and 31st. I'm assuming just like every year, the last few years at least, the show on the 31st will run over midnight on the 1st. As of right now, there's not a show on the 1st. There has been for the last couple of years, so we'll see what happens there. But regardless, on January 1, we'll have the best of GCW 2023, like I've done the last couple of years, as I continue what I did last year, the showcase of the independents. We're going to start that with Game Changer Wrestling, as always. So that is GCW Blood on the Hills 2, As always, thanks for watching Rubber Sports Show, and don't just have a great day. Have a spiffy day. Rubber Sports Show, your YouTube leader in sports channel content.